guys, and welcome back to the Beach Channel. I'm Lucy Bernard. We're here with Mumu and a very good guest today. We are with Denis Smykalov. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Lucy?
I'm doing very, very
Good
well.
to see
Thank you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show because I've followed you for a long time and I know how good you do with the social media and you've created your own team and now your own brokerage. And that's impressive. That's not easy to do. So here on the show, we just talk about anything real estate, whether it's fun, if you have any interesting stories. So how did you come about being a realtor?
It was in 2012, actually. Yeah, 2012. I've heard about real estate. Real estate was pumping, as we say, and everybody.
But nothing like today. Or was it
no,
better?
not like today. I guess it's hard to compare, right? Because 12 years ago, I was in a, I would say, different experience. So it's hard, to compare things. And so back then, everybody was talking about real estate, and the license is not hard to get. You just have to get 63 hours course.
Right.
Then you pass exam and you can be a realtor, right? You can be your own boss. Unfortunately, that phrase not everyone understood in the right way. Some people work hard, some people they decide, okay, I can do whatever I want to, but that's reality. So that's how I started.
Wonderful. And did you start with a certain broker that guided you, that was like your mentor, or did you really start from scratch by yourself?
I wish, I guess. But look, not like I wish, but this is kind of my I would say my story. I had a broker.
It could be weird. Don't worry.
Look, I had a broker, but the thing is, he didn't give me any advice. He used to wake up at I can give him a call at 10 or 11, and he was just waking up. And I had what do you call it? It was a flat fee when you pay just $500 for transaction, and he didn't give pretty much support.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was kind of not good from one side because I'm looking back, I'm thinking, okay, what if I had someone who would guide me, right? Maybe I would cut corners somewhere, but
you know what? Cutting corners though these days is you're better off staying in the straight and narrow.
Probably
it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I really believe that your marketing, your social media presence is very strong. It's very out there. You're very well known. Everybody knows your face. How did you kind of get from that 2012 Denis to Denis now in 2024? I mean, you've been a realtor a long time, I would say. You've seen the market change and grow and so on. What were the best years for you that you really saw Miami like it was the best of the best?
Okay, first question, how did I get from 2012 to here? How long is the podcast? Like 5-6 hours?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So honestly, of course, it's been kind of a long road for me. And I started from rentals in the Edgewater neighborhood, and then I've been growing, learning, and I opened my company in 2014, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I would say biggest jump was for me COVID in 2020, 21. That's where a lot of people start moving to Miami.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much also, I'll give you one of the feedbacks since I've been working on social media prior to that.
Yeah.
When everybody start moving to Miami, how people search for anything right now, right? You go to YouTube, you go to Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot of business. Yeah.
But you do a lot of videos, so you're very visual. And I think, but it works. I mean, it really works. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why podcasts are now actually on camera as well. They were not on camera before. It has to be visual. And I noticed that, if there's new pre-construction building, you're always there. So you become familiar and people feel safe with you, and you obviously know what you're doing. You have a lot of knowledge. So for me, looking as another realtor to you, I think what you're doing is great, and it's obviously you're doing well for yourself. So what projects are you working on? Are you working on any pre-construction projects right now, or is it luxury homes?
I would say we work on pre-construction and luxury homes as well.
Yeah.
Since I have a team, I have guys here in Miami. I have a remote
Wow.
Team. I have right now about 20 guys just remote. They work in the social media production, editing,
Right.
just in the social media. Let's call it social media department. I have Yana, she's in Belarus, Lena in Russia, Eugene in Kiev. I have 3 guys. Oh no, I have one more, Saeed. So I have only 4 people taking care of my social media.
So it's kind of like an Eastern European brokerage.
Oh, I would say so, but not really. I mean, yes, but at the same time, that's how I started first.
Well,
but
that's
then,
good because it gives you a niche.
Yeah,
no, a hell
I'm
of a
not
lot.
I'm not saying it's something bad. I'm just saying that first how I started, right? Because I'm from there, from Russia originally, and I started looking for guys from those countries. And now we have people from Marrakesh, from Philippines, from Mexico, and and plus
people
we have
from
local.
Marrakesh are buying in Miami.
Yeah, from Morocco. No, they're not buying. They're working on my team.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
Everybody's working.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're creating a very good team.
Yep.
That's amazing. Do you find it hard to mentor people? Are you enjoying that side of it?
I'll be honest with you. It's not hard when people listen to you.
Yeah.
If you have someone and they are, they don't know what they want in life, right?
Yeah.
How can you help someone if that person don't know what they want?
Yeah.
But once you have someone and you see, okay, that person is worth something, great. It's not hard.
I always say with real estate, it's very hard to sustain a lifestyle on your own and just doing real estate unless you hit it big.
Look, even if you hate the big, the thing is, if you don't know how to manage the money and you just start
That's true.
And then you have a commission, whatever, like 100 to 500,000 coming your way, you will spend it quickly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's I guess in the real estate, it's not about giving up. I got my license I think I did 7 tries. So I tried to pass exam like 7.
3.
So I did 7. And this is the type of person I am. When I start my marketing online, I was working with a company. First, they offer me that type of strategy. When we started, after like a year, they told me, look, we were wrong. It's not working. We're going to give up. And I just continued doing it until I found a way how it's going to work. And this, I guess, same in the real estate. It's a competitive business. And
it is.
No matter if you're realtor or broker, it doesn't really matter. You are your own business. You have to invest. You have to take a risk, right? And you have to keep moving,
Yeah.
And this is also, not everybody understands, this is a sales thing, you have to be.
I think you've got to be a natural salesperson. Unfortunately, I'm not. So it wasn't I don't think it was my calling, real estate. Talking to people and doing that side of a transaction was great, but I'm not pushy. And I think you really need to be pushy. You're selling someone probably one of the biggest purchases of their whole life. So it's a big deal. It's a big decision, and you're the one that's behind it all. So, I found with real estate, I'm better talking in person than phone calls and cold calls.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to someone starting out? Definitely in this market now in Miami.
Look, even if this market is not a problem, the thing is, if you start in the market like that, you have to find someone you can follow, like not just on the social media, but literally, right?
Yeah, like a mentor.
And be that person's assistant, right?
Yes.
To first, as I said, right, it's easy to train someone who's willing to listen, right? And so you have to find your mentor.
Yeah.
Go to any team, right? You see someone is producing, just tell that person, look, I'll do everything, I'll be there driving you around.
Yeah. I can do the showings
coffee,
if you're not.
Like anything. I would say anything, because that's how it works. But it's not easy. You know why it's not easy? Because all of us, we have ego, right? And it's hard to go over our ego, especially if you've done something in your life and then you're like, okay. But
it's funny because when I was at Sotheby's, when I first started out, and there was a guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he said, why don't you, if you really don't have experience, mirror? He's a top producer. And it was my ego, and it wasn't for me. Most people, it works to be the assistant and then get work. I just couldn't do it. At that moment, I just didn't want to do it.
But
it's a great idea.
A couple of things. One, it's ego. The second is, I would say, if you will be in a position when you need to, I don't know, make money, unless you're not gonna
exactly
be able to provide yourself with the food, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna put this ego on the side, right?
Yeah.
But it's like combination of those factors.
I agree. So have you had any interesting stories, any interesting showings that you could share with me?
Sheesh.
And it can be crazy.
Yeah. I have one. I mean, I have more, but one came up on my mind. It's been a while, probably 8, 9, 10 years ago. There was a transaction for one of my clients. He was looking for a house, single family home in, I think it was Fort Lauderdale, Oakland Park, somewhere there.
Mm-hmm.
And we found a house for him. Back then it was around 500,000. He put, we signed contract, right? He put half of the money, 250,000 up front, like as a deposit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was waiting for house to close. And maybe 10 days or 5 days, I would say 5 days prior to closing, he's saying, look, I'm in a neighborhood. Can I take a look at the house? And here's the story. No, everything ended up well. And he's like, can I take a look at the house? I was like, I'm not there. And he's like, oh, I want to take a look. I need to buy furniture for house and this and that. I'm like, okay. I gave him code and he entered the house and then everything was good. But then a few days later, a listing agent called me and he said, actually not, he just said, he screamed. He walked into the house and he said, look, there's people all over the place. But not in like a party or something, workers, like landscaping. He changed 2 AC units. He put furniture. He already moved in furniture and he's walking outside and he's saying there's a bar, smoking cigar on the on the pool. I'm like, agent was so pissed.
Oh, they
he said,
were.
look, it's never happened in my life for 11 years or something like that. He was about to call police. I calmed him down and I said, look, unfortunately for the buyer, since back then he was from Russia, I think, he was how to say that, since he already put half of the money,
he just thought it was in his mind.
He's like, okay, look, I'm already owner of the house. And thanks God.
I cannot. That's really funny.
It was a fun story, I can tell you. It was
you had to calm the whole
experience.
situation down.
Yeah. Fortunately, I calmed that down.
Good.
Because otherwise, if...
yeah. My goodness. That's crazy. I can just picture him smoking his cigarette around the pool.
Can you imagine the face of the realtor, listing agent coming into the pool and seeing all of that?
But did he buy the house? It all went through in the end?
Yeah, of course.
Thank
goodness.
goodness.
I mean, like, everyone is buying a house with me.
So what do we have on the screen that I'm looking at here?
St. Regis.
I thought it was the St. Regis because you only ever see it in like gold, like the gold bronzy look in some of the pictures in the magazines.
Yeah.
So are you working with some clients there?
Yeah. We've sold 4 units so far, about 30 million in sales, and negotiating a couple more as of now.
And this is in Sunny Isles.
Sunny Isles Beach, yeah.
It's stunning.
Beautiful tower. Yeah, you see it's on the other side. It's goldish.
So the 2 towers. The larger one is one for residence and one for hotel?
No, actually they are both for residences. It's just one smaller. They have more units. Another is bigger.
Stunning.
Yep.
And oh wow.
12 deep balconies.
Who's doing the interior design? It's not.
Hold on, I forgot her name. She also done. By the way, great project. 57 Ocean.
57 Ocean.
She from Brazil. Her name started with an A, but slip from my mind.
It's so funny. I mean, I shouldn't be negative, but where we live, my husband and I, we're right in front of the Aston Martin building.
Okay.
And I'm just not a big fan.
Of Aston Martin?
I don't get why you would park or put such an expensive building that's so outrageously in the middle of that on the bend.
Yeah.
So if you go out, there's nowhere to go. You got the planes flying over. It just, I don't know. I'm sure it's a beautiful building, but as a realtor, I personally wouldn't want to live there. Have you been into it?
I can tell you my personal preferences as also to give you on that note my experience. Sometimes I hear people say, look, I I would never offer my client Bentley, for example, right?
Yeah.
Or Porsche Tower. But the thing is, I used to have the same type of mentality, And the thing is, what are you doing? Coffee, right? For example, I like tea. And coffee is better or maybe tea better. We can argue about that like forever, right? All life. Same thing with the real estate. Of course, I'm going to tell my client if it's good investment. For example, in the Porsche right now, there is a certain number of units for sale. And I'm going to mention...
Well, that's because the Bentley's right next to it.
Yeah, and I'm going to mention that. I have to give them everything that I know.
Yeah.
And it's up to him or her to decide if they want to buy it. But at the same time, I'm not going to say, look, this is... it's ugly, right? Or it's disgusting.
No.
I'm not going to say that, right? It's everybody's preference. Some people, they would like to be in a sunny house beach, right? Personally, I don't like to be in a sunny house beach because it's too north for me and too many Russians as well. It is what it is. And so some people, they do like walk-in neighborhoods, right? The Brickell or where you guys live.
Yeah.
Right? So it's all about personal preference.
It is personal preference. I just think because it's such a monstrosity of a building, and it's beautiful.
Is it blocking your view?
No.
Okay, because usually
fortunately,
that's where it's coming from. No, I'm just
kidding. Fortunate, but it's blocking the icons that view and blocking people from the other side where Novikov is. It's huge, and they can't sell the penthouse. I don't think they've sold it yet.
Yeah, they did not. They had
million.
7 penthouses, full floor penthouses, and the one for 50, 55, 60.
Yeah,
they had
still not been sold.
That's still, but look, it's hard to find a buyer.
Yeah.
But even though it's hard to, I guess, for this location in the downtown, there was sales in Fisher Island. There's a 100 million penthouse under contract.
In Fisher Island?
Fisher Island, 100 million. In the St. Regis, there is a South Tower penthouse, 55 million also under contract.
Wow.
Waldorf Astoria. There's plenty of units that caliber that under contract as of now.
The Waldorf Astoria is going to be downtown, isn't it?
Yeah, 100 stories unit. The building kind of.
And what about the St. Regis? Where are they in there? Are they at groundbreaking yet?
Hold on. The South Tower is broke ground like 6 months ago. North Tower is behind. And South Tower is pretty much sold out. They have only like 5, maybe 7% left.
Yeah.
And North Tower is about 30% right now.
That's incredible.
So they're doing well. I can tell you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is it close to the Aquilina?
Not far. Not too
far.
close, but not far.
Yeah.
It's not far from Bentley, Porsche, those buildings as well.
Well, I worked at Bentley for a little bit in-house. So that was definitely an interesting experience. But yeah, like you said, he's kind of done everything that he did wrong with Porsche.
Yep.
And implemented it into Bentley better. As you know, the pools on the Porsche, they're risen.
Mm-hmm, yep.
So you can't, it blocks the view. Yeah. Now the ones at the Bentley are actually deep down. Yeah. But he's learnt a lot. Yeah. But then again, if you're a car person, it's like a dream. If you want to have all your supercars and go up in there.
Car person is one thing. Another thing, it's privacy.
Privacy, yeah.
Driving in a garage, like in an elevator, right? And it takes to your floor. You don't see anybody at the front desk, right? You don't see your neighbors.
Yeah.
So it's for some people, it kind of makes sense.
It is. It's a beautiful building. It really is. Yeah. But then again, the Bentley only has 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So you don't have a 1, you don't have a 2. It's only 3.
Larger units.
Yeah. Which I found, again, that's another hard selling point, just 3 bedrooms. But there's so many interesting places. My guest here, she just told me that they have the Dolce & Gabbana building now coming to Brickell. Yeah. And I think there's another clothes designer one. Is it Fendi or there's someone else coming?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess I know about all of them, but...
Yeah.
Maybe.
So on a day-to-day basis, do you plan out, this day I'm going to do some filming, this day I'm going to do this day I'm going to have for showing clients? Is that how you do stuff? That's how you... I'm
trying to. Like, for example, on Wednesday, we had a listing presentation with a property owner. He has a waterfront house. I have team that helped me with the listings, right?
Yeah.
They schedule it for me. They put it in my calendar, and I just go
ahead and do
it. Exactly. Same thing with what we do right now. I have Ayana. She's taking care of that.
Yeah.
She just prepare everything, and you have to go there. You have to be at 120.
Yeah, that's great.
And same thing with the buyers, and with other things with my shootings, right? I have on. Sometimes I just pick a day, whole day, and I do videos.
Yeah.
There might be a podcast, just drive around the city, and all of that. And as well, I have a team who help me here in Miami if we have some.
If you need
someone, exactly, someone's coming out of town, we need to show him properties. Then one of my guys going there. If I can be in person, I cannot be everywhere, right? With some clients,
of course not. No,
I meet myself. With some, I have others who help me from my team.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's so
exciting.
It
works. Yeah.
So everyone's coming back from Europe now, back to Miami.
Okay, I can't wait for winter to come.
The weather is shocking, absolutely shocking. It's too hot.
Yeah,
I say it every year, but the good advantage is that I can go to Canada at least once a month, and the weather there is so much more fresh and wonderful. But yeah, it's wonderful to have you on the show and actually properly talk, because like I said, I see you around and I've seen you at events and so on, but never really actually chatted with you.
Thank you.
How's Edgewater doing now? The 3 buildings, they were.
There's one villa.
Yeah.
You're talking about new one, Aria. They have 2 towers, villa.
Because I felt like Edgewater were kind of losing its way a little bit, but then it's coming back now.
They have a couple of buildings. They have a few more, but I guess
like the Pariso, they're still going.
I live there actually.
It's
I live
beautiful.
There. It's a good building. A lot of rules, not for everyone, But it's okay, building for someone who wants to live in a neighborhood with great views. It's one of the best options there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up. Actually, remember the rules of the Pariso. You can't take a guest to the pool, can you?
No. Actually,
you can.
Now you can, but there is plenty of other
I just thought it was really weird that you just have to be by yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
But Denis, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Really love chatting with you. I wish you well with the St. Regis. It looks like you're doing very, very well. And we'll definitely speak with you again soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lucy.
And thank you for watching South Florida Homes. And we will be right back.